Welcome back to the Dark Truth Diaries, where we uncover the secrets people hide behind closed doors, and the consequences that follow when those secrets are finally exposed. Tonight's story is a personal one. One that comes straight from a woman whose life split into two the moment she discovered the truth. A husband she trusted. A life she built. And a secret so massive, it stretched across cities, across years, and across innocent lives. This is the story of how she uncovered her husband's secret family, and how she turned that same family into the weapon that destroyed him. Sit down, turn down the lights. Because this one cuts deep. My name is Mara, and for years, I thought I was living the kind of quiet, stable life people dream of. A comfortable home, a job I didn't hate, a husband who kissed me goodbye every morning before leaving for his regional sales work. For 8 years, I believed I had everything. It took me 8 years to realize I had nothing. It started with something small. It always does. My husband, Derek, had a habit of leaving his phone face down on the table when he came home. I didn't think much of it. Until one evening during dinner, his phone buzzed and lit up. The name on the screen was Little Man Red Heart Hash. A child. A child I didn't recognize. A child he shouldn't have. He grabbed the phone so quickly he almost knocked over his plate. Work thing, he muttered. And like a fool, I nodded. But something in my chest tightened. A strange, heavy pressure I couldn't shake off. A week later, Derek announced he needed to travel to St. Ives, a coastal town 2 hours from us. He would be meeting a client. That night, for the first time in my marriage, I followed him. I stayed several cars behind, keeping my lights off when I had to. My hands were shaking. But not as much as when I saw where he stopped. It wasn't a hotel. It was a small yellow house with a white fence and children's toys scattered across the lawn. 2 kids ran out. A woman followed. And Derek walked toward them. Not like a visitor. Not like a stranger. He walked toward them like a father coming home. He lifted the younger child into his arms. My breath left my body. This wasn't an affair. This was a second family. One he had kept for years. I stayed in my car, shaking so hard the mirror vibrated. He kissed the woman, her name, I would later learn, was Ava, and walked inside like it was the most normal thing in the world. They had a life. A fully formed, functioning life. He wasn't cheating. He was duplicating his life. I don't remember driving home. I only remember staring at the bedroom ceiling, feeling like someone had ripped the floor out from under me. I didn't sleep. My heart held too much poison. Most people would scream, pack a bag, file for divorce. But not me. Because I learned something in that moment. Derek thought I was stupid. He thought I was weak. He thought I'd swallow whatever story he fed me, because I always had. So I decided to show him exactly what a weak woman could do. I didn't want to just leave him. I wanted to destroy him. And I knew the perfect way to do it. I wasn't going to expose the family. I was going to join it. I spent 3 weeks gathering everything. Bank records. Phone logs. Social media accounts he thought were private. Birth certificates. School details. Addresses. Everything he tried to hide. I studied him the way a predator studies prey. I learned that Ava thought Derek was divorced. Not separated. Not working on it. Divorced. And the kids. They called him Dad without hesitation. It made my stomach twist, but at the same time, it gave me leverage. One Saturday morning, when Derek left for a conference, I drove back to the yellow house. I knocked. Ava opened the door holding a laundry basket. "Can I help you?" she asked politely. I smiled, though I felt like a grenade about to go off. "Yes," I said. "I'm Derek's wife." Her face drained of color so fast I thought she might faint. I told her everything. Every detail. Every lie. Every trip. Every date. Every year. Piece by piece, I handed her the truth. At first, she didn't speak. She just stared at the floor like the world was collapsing around her. Then she whispered. He said you died." I froze. "He told me you died 5 years ago," she said quietly. "And the kids, They think you're just a friend Daddy used to know. A cold, sharp disgust ran through me. He didn't just cheat. He killed me in another life just to maintain his secret. That was the moment Ava stopped being the other woman in my mind. She was his victim too. And suddenly, we were united by the same pain. She stepped aside. "Come in," she said. We sat at her kitchen table while the kids played in another room. Two women. Two strangers. But bound together by the same betrayal. Ava was angrier than I expected. Not dramatic. Not hysterical. Cold. Ice cold. Together, we created a plan that would take Derek's two worlds and smash them together. We knew Derek's biggest fear wasn't losing us. It was being exposed. His career relied on his clean reputation. His money depended on looking like a stable, trustworthy businessman. He had more to lose than either of us. So we made sure he would. 2 weeks later, we arranged a meeting. Not with him. With everyone else. Ava invited neighbors, friends, and Derek's parents. I printed documents, photos, timelines. When Derek arrived at the yellow house, he walked in expecting a warm welcome from his second family. Instead, he found a room full of people staring at him. Ava stood on one side. I stood on the other. The kids clung to her leg, confused. He froze. "Mara," he whispered. He looked pale, almost sick. "How? Why? Please, listen." He begged. He cried. He tried to claim I was the liar. Until I laid out the evidence, piece by piece. Watching his two worlds collide was like watching a building implode. He had nowhere to run. No story to spin. No lie big enough to cover this. His own children looked at him differently. His parents were disgusted. His reputation? Shattered. And I watched it all unfold with a calmness I didn't recognize. Derek tried everything afterward. Apologies. Threats. Tears. Promises. Even attempting to blame us. But it didn't matter. Ava filed for full custody. I filed for divorce and cleaned him out legally. His employer learned everything. He lost his job within a month. The perfect double life he built for 8 years. Collapsed in 8 hours. He moved into a small apartment 2 towns away. Alone. He tried reaching out for months, but I never responded. Ava didn't either. We formed an unlikely friendship. Not built on victimhood, but on rebuilding ourselves. Her kids. They still don't call him Dad. I didn't encourage it. But I didn't stop it either. I didn't need to punish him anymore. His own consequences did that for me. If you're still here, thank you for watching another episode of the Dark Truth Diaries. Stories like this remind us that betrayal doesn't just break hearts. It breaks identities, families, and sometimes entire lives. But it also shows something else. That revenge doesn't always have to be violent or chaotic. Sometimes, the quietest revenge is the one that ruins the liar's world with the truth. If you want more stories like this, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for new episodes every week. Until next time, stay safe and stay out of the dark.